Hey y'all, what's going on? Listen, this is magical day 11, and I know that all great things come with this number, and you will find out when I bring this like electrifying soul to the virtual stage for you. Like, we were kind of having some little issues again, but I was like, not today. Get thee behind thee. So we're gonna make this thing work. So here we are, day 11 of 25 days of who? 25 days of her. I don't know. You know, you better tell somebody. Better tell somebody. But this is a whole different reason why this is tell somebody, and I'll talk about that a little later. Sister girl named Alicia, with her organization called Tell Somebody. But listen, you better tell somebody. Listen, are you guys ready for day 11? Like, I don't know about you, but I've just been so full and filled over the past 10 days, and today is 11. We still have 15 more to go. I'm just trying to tell you, these women are so flipping phenomenal and amazing. And so, good evening, good afternoon, and possibly good morning, depending upon where you're at in the world. I want to welcome to the virtual stage and have her come and join me so we can just kind of vibe out and have some fun and just have some girl chat. You ready? You ready backstage? I see you. Thumbs up. Oh, she's always ready. She's like, yes! Bringing to you this amazing soul, Sydney.
Hey.
Love it. Energy.
It's so funny because I was sorry. I was just gonna say it's so funny because when I start to feel drained, I get around you or someone else, and you instantly you're right back, and I love the energy that we give each other. You know, it's great.
Exactly. Because if anybody knows, I'm really tired, y'all. I ain't gonna lie. This gives me fuel for the fire. I'm trying to tell you, fuel for the fire.
Yes.
Just want them to be able to hear us clearly. So listen, what you been up to today? I mean, all the days it's been crazy, right?
Yes.
Oh my goodness. So but day 11, how does that feel to be on day 11? Like at first you had a different day and then you changed it. So there's something magical about today.
Yeah, you know, and it's funny because I think I put it at the very end, my requested date, and then I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna inch on up to the first empty spot, which just happened to be the 11th. So it wasn't even planned, but you know, that's kind of the awesome thing about how the universe kind of conspires for you, you know, to bring you the good stuff. So I'm excited.
Ooh, to bring you the good stuff. So talking about the good stuff. I want everyone to tell all the good stuff about this amusing, amazing, bright red hair, ball of fire, right?
Actually Irish. Yep.
Perfect.
Happy St. Patrick's Day.
Happy St. Patrick's Day, technically, right?
Yes.
You got freckles too?
Oh yeah. They're under all the wrinkles now, but they're there.
they're the Frankles. That's what they're called.
Yes. Oh my gosh. Yes. And when I go out in the sun, I'm just like one big freckle. It's
one big like.
Yep.
Here we go.
Everyone used to say it was cute, and I hated them.
Freckles are so amazing. I think freckles are cute.
Well, now on cute young skin, I think they're cute too. Now I think they're called age spots, though.
Depends on how you work it. Depends on how you work it. Listen, you guys. Listen. Hey, we got Allegra saying, "Hey, Miss Brown."
Hey.
She said, "I love your spirit." Yes. Wait till she gets to tell you more about who she is. So, Sydney, my lady, my girl, like just tell them who you are. Tell them who you are, what you do, all about you.
Ooh, you know.
I know, right? That part.
I don't know if we unpack the crazy part or if we just start with the safe stuff that doesn't scare people away. But it's kind of funny, you know. I've always been that entrepreneurial spirit person. I've always been the one who was driven to do more, to be more, and I didn't know why. And you know, I came up. The reason we're in the book that we're in, HERStory, is because I have a broken life. I'm the product of a broken childhood, foster care, you know, sexual assault, different things like that. And I didn't know that was supposed to break me. So it didn't in my mind break me. but it's kind of funny because I always wanted something that I didn't have yet. And through that, you do a lot of screwed up things. You make a lot of bad choices. And so I call myself now a recovering screw up. I'm not an addict or anything like that. I do have an addictive personality, but usually I've been able to keep that usually under control. But it's kind of funny when that addictive personality meets a perfectionist, which they're both in here somewhere. And you just like, I want to write a book. I want to coach. I want to, be a corporate manager and different things like that. And it's like, as you go through life, you're just like, check it off, check it off, check it off. And I'm definitely not meaning this to brag, because my life has been like this my whole life. And up here is where I'm happy and everything's safe and secure. And then I go out and I do that one thing that's either really stupid or really risky, and then it either pays off great or it doesn't. And it's just been fun, more or less. But yeah, I'm in the book because I realized in my 40s, holy crap, I'm a broken person, and life isn't supposed to always be like this. And you don't have to always be better. You don't always have to want more. And why can't you just sit and be grateful for what you have? And it just like, hit me. And I was freaking out. Actually, in this apartment, I'm down in the Atlanta, Georgia area right now. I follow, because I'm a project manager by day, but I follow work. And I'm in Atlanta. And I was just in this apartment that, I've had better, I've had worse. And I just kind of had this revelation, and I'm like, it's like, wait a minute. Because I'm griping to myself in my head about, God, COVID, and God, the whatever it was, my rent, my bills, my whatever, it's just all the things, because we wake up and we're just like, ugh. and I'm not a morning person, so but I came into my dining room, which my office now is my dining room. And I came into this room, I sat down on my dining table, which now is over there, but it was over here before. And I sat here and I just had this kind of a breakdown. And it was just like pouring out of me gratitude. And I'm like, wait a minute, I've been doing this wrong for so long. And so now, I mean, it's just an amazing revelation when you realize how jacked up your life is. And maybe some people don't have a jacked up life, and that's amazing. I hope you don't. But if you do, once you realize that, find the things that you can be grateful about. And then I started just like pouring things, and now I'm writing books, and I'm speaking, and I'm doing all these other things. And it just, my heart is so happy and so fulfilled. I would do it for free. Shh, don't tell anybody.
Shh, cat's out the bag.
Oh man. But I mean, that's who I am now. I consider myself an author, a speaker. I do some coaching on the side. It's not my primary focus, but I have helped people, and mostly my heart is with women who have been through similar things and who want to get ahead in life, who maybe don't know how. And so I've got this program called The Great Ascension, and it's kind of a spin-off of the Great Resignation, that's going on right now. The Great Ascension is I'm there helping people identify and learn the right skills to get them out of their service industry jobs, if they want to be, or to climb the ladder where they're at, and then, just kind of find where they want to be. And so that's one of my programs that I'm doing. I've got a whole book series going on that. And I think that it's going to sound crazy, but I call myself a DIY coach, because the reality is, until I was ready to listen in my own head to what I needed to hear, which everyone could say it to me and I would never hear them. I would be like, yeah, yeah, okay. Sometimes I would even make fun of them. I'd be like, oh, you're one of them. And now here I am. I'm one of them. but it was just, it's one of those things where I believe that when you're ready, I want the resources in front of you. And so that's why I'm focusing on the book series, to be able to reach the person where they are when they're ready. And then if they want to find me, then I'm here to help them. But even if not, that book is going to help them just get to the next step, because that for me was the major transformation. And at that point, once you're free of the guilt and the shame and all the things that tried to break us, once you're free of that, dude, there's nothing you can't do. And so I'm here. I am. I'm just like, I'm doing it. I'm just like, check, 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 check.
Wow. Love it. Like I told you guys are going to be blown away by this like ball of fire today, right? And it's so, listen, the synchronicity, right, of everything. Because
Yes.
I was supposed to go change just into a different shirt. Because, this I got to do this for 25 days. So I got to think of 25 different things to put on. Right. So I was comfy earlier. So I just had my little Tell Somebody's t-shirt on. Might even have my lunch still on it. I don't know. So I had my Tell Somebody t-shirt on. We just had a meeting with the rest of the cohort. As we got some exciting news for you guys. Well, you already know we're doing a world tour. Yes, we are. Yes, we are. But dates and everything coming up. We're so excited. We just came off of a call with that. And we're just like super pumped, super pumped to get stories out to the world and celebrate with us in a greater way. But as you were talking, it hit me, and I'm like, wow, 11/11, whatever, 11, the number 11, and I kept saying it's a magical day today. And I'm like, okay, and I'm wearing this Tell Somebody T-shirt, and you're a survivor of sexual assault and child abuse. I'm a survivor of sexual abuse and child abuse. That part. I'm a survivor. And the shirt represents that, because
awesome.
the shirt belongs to Alicia. I just wrote her name down. Barlow, Alicia Barlow. And it's about Tell Somebody. And she has a children's book, and it's about tell somebody. When these things happen to you, you need to tell somebody.
Yes.
And this is her whole campaign, Tell Somebody. Mm-hmm. And I told somebody, Sydney told somebody. All of the women in this book are telling somebody about their story, not necessarily a sexual abuse story, but their story. Like, it's amazing. From we heard the other day about body image. That's one. We're going to hear some other stories. I don't want to give them all up, but but it's more than like, this whole series is not just about the HERStory. Okay, it is, but it isn't at the same time. I mean, so we go, shameless plug. HERStory, right?
Wow.
Wow. HERStory.
I think it's awesome though, because it is about her story, and you are her story. Every one of the people who watch this, you're her story, because I mean, we all have our story, and what this is and what we look like, that's not that story. Yeah,
exactly.
Oh no, I was going to say we hide so much of it in guilt and shame that isn't warranted. And we have to set ourselves free, because no one else is holding us captive. We are holding ourselves. If you're still there, then it's something we're doing to ourselves, that we have to step out of that.
Yeah, absolutely. We definitely step out of it, and that's what sets us free. And that's what these stories are about, setting everyone free, because the stories are there to help someone be able to tell somebody, right? They have the courage to tell her story, because we were able to have the courage to tell ours. So we're being the vessel, we're being that beacon, we're being that light, where you can go to any one of those stories and be like, yo, that's me.
Mhm.
That's me. Or wait a minute, that part is me. And she got through that. And but I would never know that. And then especially now I get to see, and she's doing all of that. Like that's see, I'm not this is not about her. Like I said, it's about her story, but it's not about her story. It is and it isn't. But
Right,
it's
right.
really about, it's not about who they were. And you've been hearing me say this every day. It's not about who they were, it's who they are and who
Yes.
they are becoming, and who you too can be in this same space by our examples. Like we got, I'm telling you, these women are rock stars, and she has so many different narratives. And I had to ask her, which what business are we going to focus on? Because you got like about 1,000 brands. I thought I was cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. I thought I was all over the place, but I think I met my match, y'all. Her name is Ashley Brown. I'm just saying. she she's my sister from another mister. I'm like,
Mhm.
I'm really confuzzled about this. Like, I mean, we got she's all or nothing. Like that makes sense. You
Yes.
know, it's all or nothing. You
Mhm.
know, she's a business strategist, the DIY, and I thought I was DIY chick. She, like I said, she got me beat. She's a DIY coach because I will DIY something in a minute.
Yes.
And she's an author of many, many books and an international bestseller. And she's just like one of my BSAs, and she's just like a rock star. And oh, speaking of rock star, she's a big freaking deal.
Look at you making that PG. So
Fill in the blank.
yeah,
Fill in the blank.
for anybody who doesn't know, BFD, in slang, that means what you think it means. And when I started coaching, I wanted to find a way to bring women out of the shadows and into the spotlight and let them know that they're a big effing deal. And that was the BFD. And then for people who needed to go a little more PG, I made it badass fulfilling dreams. So PG or rated R, either way, you're right, and you're a BFD.
You're a BFD. Well, wait a minute. We got we had wow. Okay, so woo, I can't even keep up with this. So we got a leg. These stories are epic and shedding people's hope, but more than that, it allows a space that people don't feel isolated. Yes, women need this. Thank you for your story and all your programs, projects, commitment. So Sydney, see, she's like giving you so much
That's
love
awesome.
back, so much love back. So keep being that gift to the world. Keep being that gift to the world. We also have, survivors of sexual abuse other than other abuses. And it's
Mhm.
amazing to have the strength to tell someone to tell your story. Like that's so, so important. And she's like, wait a minute. She said, we got to keep this ministry. This is a ministry. Keep it alive. Her stories. Her
Yes.
standing for healed, empowered, and resilient. And that's
Yes.
what every single woman on this project and everyone out there who's watching, whether you believe it or not, you are. If you need to see it, you need to grab it so you can read these chapters, and you can go here and check it out, because I'm trying to tell you, you will be blessed. You will be blessed. The people who have, already gave reviews, and there's other people out there. We need more reviews, by the way. So, there's already gave reviews on it, and they're like, wow, I really see me in this. And this is just so inspirational. And it's just so like, wow, like that's all I can say is wow. So now that we know a little bit about more of the crazy side of you, I think you gave us the crazy side. I don't even
That
know.
was kind of the tame side.
And you know what? Exactly. I was afraid of it. I was like, I think that was the tame side. But, we're not going to let it all out.
No, no, we shouldn't. We
No, we
shouldn't.
don't think we should do that. Yeah. So it's like, okay. But she's Irish, y'all. So just give her a kiss. Mwah. So what
Uh,
else is in store for this all or nothing BFD, DIY, fireball, energy chick named Sydney? Like, what's up? What's next for you? Like, tell us what's next.
that's I don't want to say I don't plan, because I have a little bit of OCD. I'm a little bit of an overachiever, so I plan constantly. but I'm deliberately trying not to decide. I'm trying to, I know my vision, I know where I want to end, and I'm letting God and the universe, I'm letting that dictate what's next. And I think, Carolyn, I think you actually did the same thing when you created this book, because you were going a different direction, and you're like, okay, I guess I'm doing this book. And I mean, I think that that's when we listen, and when we just are observant to what doors are opening, uh, life will happen for us. And so I know my heart, my passion has always been writing. I let it go. I put it aside because no one makes money writing. But I have a belief that, maybe it is my future. Maybe it is what I'm meant to do. So, and I'm going to tell you, my politically correct side of me, the part that's not so red hair and fiery, that side of me is a business strategist, and I love helping women specifically, but anybody, come up with ideas of services they can offer, businesses they could start to help them, make more money and get their future open, and I actually have a thing called Your Story Opens Doors, because it does, like this book, I wrote my story into that, and now I'm being invited at places to tell my story. When you tell your story, it'll open doors. So that's just a nugget. I hope you write it down. Your story opens doors, because it will. But then additionally, I never thought I was a fiction writer. I knew I kind of had a little bit of flair for telling a story. Because I'm just a little too crazy to not tell fun stories. But I had somebody, fiction is kind of a little bit of truth to trigger an idea that goes into this. So I'm writing a fictional series on Kindle Vella, and it actually just released this week, episode 1. And then tomorrow is episode 2. It'll be every Monday through Friday, until I'm done. And the cool thing about the Vella platform is you only write it in like bursts of 600 or 800 words a day, or each session. And I tell you what I was thinking, and then in your comments, you read it, and then you tell me your feedback. And so in a way, if you follow it, if you follow the book and then like it, you'll get notifications of each issue that comes out. And then in an essence, even if you're not wanting to write a book of your own, you can put a little bit of you into giving, me feedback, and then I can kind of write it. But the story is, and it's all in or nothing. So, and it is, because that's been my philosophy unintentionally. I wasn't really aware of it until I started playing poker. And I actually put a tattoo on my back that says all in or nothing, back in the poker days, because it was just, I seem to be, and that's probably why my life has been so broken, multiple ex-husbands and different things like that. But, I'm like, go for it, or just step away. And there is good to that, but there's also good to finding a balance. So I'm still a work in progress with that. But the fiction that I'm writing right now is also called All In or Nothing. It's about a single mom of 2 kids who moves her kids to a casino town to play poker professionally. And while I might resemble that character, some of the juicy parts that happen in the fiction will not be real. I don't know if anybody has seen, what is it called? Inventing Anna, I think, on Netflix. But it says everything is absolutely true, except for the part that we totally made up. So if you follow the All In or Nothing book series in Kindle Vella, you get 3 issues for free. Actually, I have a link. I think Carolyn may show it. But you'll actually get the whole pilot, which is 9 episodes, if you go to that special link for me. But I'm really excited to try the fiction. I'm hopeful, and my editor says that it's right on. It's not saucy yet, and I don't know. I don't know how. I may have to have someone help me maneuver the words of the juicy parts, but it's going to be about a strong, badass woman who's fighting adversity, fighting her bad mistakes, and then she's going to do great things in a weird way, like playing poker professionally in a man's game, in a man's world, and I love a strong heroine in stories. So I hope that you'll support it. I hope you'll follow it, and I'm excited. That's my next.
For someone who said, no, I'm just going to let the spirit flow. I'm going to let it just guide me.
Well, that part already flew.
But you know what? But that's amazing. That's beautiful, because there's always a next. And a lot of times we don't know what that next is. Like we can anticipate and just have these big, big, hairy, audacious goals and dreams. But our direction is going to be the path that we were placed on. And that's going to be it. And if, I'm pretty sure, if we weren't starting to get into, these books, that these other books wouldn't start coming, like the juices start flowing. And, like we had a book launch, and this is one of the things that I like to tell everybody. I said, we had some snafus, right? We had some time that things out of control, right? So we had a little bit of a lapse in between our book launch, which we were going to have anyway, but the lapse just got a little longer than anticipated. This one got sick. But I look at it in terms of, see, you always got to find that pot of gold, right?
Oh, yes.
At the other end of the rainbow, right? And I looked at it in terms, when I start looking at the cohort and I start looking at what everyone was able to do in that time. It's just like the floodgates just opened. It was like, okay, God said, or universe, or whatever you believe in, said, okay, you know what? I need you guys to pause on this, because there's some other things that you're ready for now. So while this is on hold, now we can open this up. Where if we were still so focused on this, we would have missed all of that. And that's what we have to identify in our lives. What are we still holding on to? Like Sydney said. And when you hold on to stuff, and we heard Tanisha said yesterday that when you're holding on, you're holding it, you can't receive everything that's supposed to come your way. What were you about to say on that?
Oh, no, I mean, that was entirely it, because I mean, you nailed it on the head. I've written now 3 books since I wrote that one. And then there was one before that, pretty much actually, I think we published both of those at the same time, within a week or two. But yeah, it just unlocked the belief that I can do this. So yeah, and that's all it takes sometimes is we have to find that one thing that'll click the lock, and boom, there you go.
When I tell you, ladies, she's on fire right now. Like, her theme song needs to be Alicia Keys. This girl is on fire. I was like, she done put out another book. I'm like, she just finished a book. Like, what the heck? I'm like, I'm not even mad at you. Like, that's what's up. But literally, like I said, this is because it's not just you. Like, there's so many people in the cohort that some new things have just emerged. And these ideas just all start coming. And it was because for such a time as this is when it was supposed to come. It was supposed to get that spark, that to ignite it, something in you. Like you said, and now it's like, let's keep going. Like, wait a minute, I'm on to something here. Let's keep going. Like, what else can I do? Oh my gosh, like, what else can I do?
Yeah.
That's what I love. That's what I love. So I usually ask, like a little quirky something quirky about you, but you guys already figure like everything about Sydney is quirky. So
well, I played poker professionally. I played in the World Series of Poker back in 2005. And it's funny because I think that I'm normal until I start talking about myself, and then I'm like, dude, I'm crazy. I
They
don't
didn't
know
see
what
you
else would
coming.
be quirky.
Yeah, they didn't see you coming at the table.
Oh no, no. And I
Oh,
promise you, if some of what you'll read in the Bella story, All In or Nothing, is true. And some of the things I actually wrote some poker tips into it, on how to tell see who's given off tells and stuff, and how I showed up at the table. I asked what the blinds were, and half of the table groaned. They're like, "Oh my god, she doesn't even know what she's doing." And I'm just sitting there like, "Oh, I'm sorry. I'm used to playing online," and took their money.
Look,
Yeah.
all in or nothing.
Yep. 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 Go
All
for it.
in or nothing. All in for nothing. So as we close this out, this has been such an amazing time to celebrate you today. I told you it was going to be a magical day, you guys. I told you because she's fire. Like, yes. So today it's all about Sydney Brown, and all things, yes, all things Sydney at this point. And we switched it up a little bit. Normally we're like during the lunchtime hour, but today we say, hey, we're gonna switch it up a little bit. You just got to show up. And she's here. So for anyone who's watching this now on the replay, we're on Facebook, we're on I'm not Instagram yet, YouTube. We're going to actually head over to Instagram afterwards, kind of give them a shout out. But what's the word that you want to leave everybody with that they can kind of take and marinate this evening and maybe carry them into their day tomorrow?
The word that just came to my mind, and it's so basic, and it may have already been used. I could come up with probably 20 of them, and they would all be very special. But right then it was believe. And it wasn't, I think because we don't believe in ourselves. I don't want to blame parents. I don't want to blame the environment, or geography. I don't want to put a blame on why we don't, but so many of us don't. And I think that we have to really get to know ourselves and figure out what we can do, and then own that, and then just believe you can do it, because when you believe it, you can take the first step. And once you take the first step, I mean, like with our book, once we believed we could do it, we, like Carolyn said, we're going in different directions of our dreams and finding our futures, and just believe.
Wow. And that word was not used.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah, that word was not used. Just believe. So I was like, wow. Like, we have own your own own your confidence.
Mm-hmm.
We have what was the other one? Oh, own your own confidence. There was also be a servant.
Mm-hmm.
Also, unmasking,
Yes.
elevation. That was the word, elevation. Trying to think what the other one was, just do it. Another
Nice.
one was be unstuck.
Yes.
Like there's been so many enrichment, like just once they said just do it. I'm telling you, all of the ones, though, there was a believe in yourself, but she said something different. She said something different than that. Oh, and then it was just push through. Yeah, that was that push through. Like, I'm telling you, we had some amazing women that came before you, and they're going to come after you, and they're all in this together from all around the world. Like, we already, went to Barbados, we went to Guyana. We're going to soon be visiting Hong Kong and New Zealand and Kenya soon. So can't wait. Can't wait for these ladies, so you guys can meet these ladies and you know exactly who they are and what they do. But Sydney, thank you so much for coming. And after a hard day of strategizing, I understand, and kind of thinking, and now you gotta like, what? So I'm glad that we were able to, this energy, like all each other, because when I get done, I'm gonna be like, I'm done.
Yes, same.
Same here. But tell everybody once again how they can reach you. Like, I know you have the information for they can get the All or Nothing, the series. But how else can they reach you? Like, tell everybody how they can reach you.
Well, I have Sydney Brown, the author page on Facebook.
Okay.
I am just Sydney Brown across all social media, YouTube, well, everywhere. And again, it's just Sydney Brown, wherever it's at. And then I have the website, Sydney Brown, the coach, or Sydney Brown, the author. Whatever you're looking for, you can find me there. And of course, email sid@justsydneybrown.com.
She needs a whole just one website, so just find Sydney Brown, and then everything will be under that. So
I actually have a one pager too, but
no, I'm just saying,
the best one.
You need to find to see if that is available. Just find Sydney Brown.
Oh gosh, sorry.
Hi, Kitty. See, she's like, I want to be in the spotlight too.
He's a hugger. Whoop.
He's a hugger. Oh, mine is not a hugger. Mine likes to attack my feet. So, but thank you, Sid. That's okay. That's okay. That's okay. So I'm gonna put you backstage for a second. Hearts and love, hearts and love, hearts and love. Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
You're welcome. So you guys, listen, like when I tell you that this just makes my heart uberly smile. Like, I know I'll be making up words. I know I have my own vocabulary, but listen, this is 25 days of her. And then you heard it from Sydney when she said, you just believe. When you're able to believe in yourself, just imagine what doors get unlocked. Just imagine what ideas start to unfold. And it wasn't just Sydney, it's a lot of the women that were in this group. And guess what? Even you too. Think about the thing that you did that you didn't think was possible. And as soon as you did it, it's like the floodgates just open. And then all of these other amazing ideas and opportunities just started to come your way. You don't think it was a coincidence, do you? No. It's the power of 11. Look it up. That's your homework assignment, to look up the power of 11. So this is your girl, Carolyn Wilson. What's my name, y'all? I don't even know anymore because I've been interviewing everybody for the past 11 days and still got 15 more to go. So this is your girl, Carolyn Wilson. Listen, I'm the Fearless Magnified Educator. And, make sure you go when you get this HERStory right here. You get that book. It's the, bestseller. Make sure you get it. You get to read about all these amazing women and get ready to find out where we're going to pop up to a city or country near you. Yes, I did say city or country near you. This year is the year of her. And we want to celebrate all of you while we celebrate all of her. All right. Take care, you guys. Be empowered, be inspired. And most importantly, just be magnified. Take care. Good night, good morning, good evening, wherever you're at in the world. See you guys later.